What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the BMW, and today we are going to be cleaning the engine bay. So let's get outside and let's get cracking. Okay then, so here is a first look at the engine bay, and as you can see, it's really not too bad, to be honest. I do try and keep on top of things, but as we can see over here, we have some power steering fluid that's purged out of the power steering fluid reservoir, so that's, you know, a little bit oily down there. We have just some general dust and dirt down there, and coming around the front again, just some general dirt and grime, and on the top of the slam panel as well. But all things considered, you know, we haven't got any major oil leaks. I have had this engine out and it's pretty much been rebuilt, so there isn't any major leaks or puddles of oil or coolant or anything, so it's really not too bad. But what I'm going to be showing you today is pretty much going to work on any engine bay, no matter what condition it's in. Now today I'm actually going to be cleaning this engine bay on a budget, because I realise that not everybody out there has the latest and greatest detailing equipment. So I'm pretty much going to be showing you how to clean your engine bay for free. It's only going to cost like the price of some water, some tap water, and some dish soap. So if you want to see how I go ahead and get this engine bay nice and sparkling, then continue watching. Now then, first thing is first, before we go ahead and get this engine bay wet, we actually need to disconnect the battery. And as you can see on this car, the battery is not in the engine bay, so we actually have to go around to the trunk, and the battery is actually located behind this trim panel. So let's access that now. Now when you have located the battery, all you need to do is disconnect the negative terminal, which is usually the black one. The red one is usually the positive, but yeah, we're going to be disconnecting the negative now. Lift that off and out the way. Now with the battery disconnected, we are pretty much now safe to start using water. But before I go ahead and do that, I'm actually going to lift the engine cover off. Now there is maybe one or two areas in the engine bay that you do not want to get wet, and the main one is the alternator. If for whatever reason you get water inside of the alternator, then you go to start up the engine with water still in there, it could potentially ruin the alternator. So we do not want to get water inside there. And on this particular engine bay, that's pretty much the only area that I do not want to get wet. Now bear in mind, most sensors and plugs, things like that, they will be water resistant, because, you know, if you're driving through puddles, then they can't just be failing just from getting a little bit wet. With that being said, I highly doubt they are fully waterproof, so I wouldn't go ahead and submerge them underwater for very long. So I am going to try my best not to spray water directly onto sensors and things like that. Now once I have covered the alternator up with a plastic bag, I'm actually going to put the engine cover back on. As you can see, it's really not very dirty under here anyway, but because it is already covered, there's no real reason to attempt to clean under here. Obviously you can see the injector wells. We can risk water going down there, going past the injectors, and then actually falling into the engine block. And what we do not want is a hydrolocked engine. So that also means do not go ahead and spray water into the intake manifold, do not get it in the air box, do not get it into the intake pipes. Just try and stay away from those areas, and if you follow this video carefully, you will not hydrolock your engine. There you go. So engine cover's back on and the alternator is covered with a plastic bag. So I'm confident that that is not going to get too wet now. So yeah, without further ado, let's get using some water. Okay then, so what I've just done now, I've just used the pressure washer just to try and rinse any loose dirt or debris, and I've actually worked top down to the bottom as you would if you was cleaning the exterior of the car. This is just going to ensure that obviously any dirt that you clean will just keep falling down to the bottom rather than starting at the top and then just having the dirt that you've about to clean fall on the area that you have just cleaned. So if you start from the top, work your way down in the engine bay, and as you can see, everything's nice and wet now, and then we can go ahead and start using some degreaser. Now then, when it comes to degreaser, you know, you can go ahead and use like an engine degreaser or, you know, these fancy detailing degreaser, but what I like to use is just some good old-fashioned washing up liquid with some hot soapy water. Washing up liquid or dish soap is a degreaser in itself, so in my opinion you don't have to spend a whole lot on basic degreaser. So I actually have this fancy bottle which has this nozzle on the end, which makes it easier to put spray in a whole lot of it, but you can just go ahead and use a regular spray bottle and then just cover your entire engine bay. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay then, so as you can see, the engine bay is completely covered in degreaser. And what I'm going to do is actually leave that to soak for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then what you can go ahead and do, if you notice that there are any areas that are particularly greasy or covered in oil, you can actually use a brush just to agitate them slightly. And then it's just a case of rinsing it all off. And once you're confident that you have removed the degreaser, you can then go ahead and start drying it. And now that I've dried, as you can see, the engine bay is looking very, very clean. Now I could go ahead and use like a polisher for the plastics to make them look more shiny, but in my opinion there's really no point in that. An engine bay is something that is covered up by the bonnet, and to be honest, if it's just your daily driver, if it's not a show car, I really don't see the point in making all of the plastics underneath the bonnet in the engine bay nice and shiny. There's really no point, as long as it is free of debris and grease and it's a much nicer place to work in. Then in my opinion that is a good engine bay clean. Okay then, so that is the engine bay done and cleaned, and as you guys saw, it's very, very simple and easy to do, and you really do not need any fancy equipment or special detailing solutions. But yeah, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I'll see you guys in that next video. Peace!